perspectives.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our podcast Just Between Us, where you will know everything about IGA Munijoven Scholarship.
Hi everyone, we know more people than ever are interested in IGA Munijoven Scholarship and making a lot of things during the admission process. On this show, I sit down with these beautiful ladies. Daniela Santizo.
Hi, guys.
Sara Maria.
Hey, everyone.
Darling Mazariegos.
Hello.
And your host, Chelsea Valle. We are in the last months of the scholarship. We are in the viewpoint 1. We will interview some people about the ideas, the opportunities, the strategies, and they are taking advantage of. So the rest of you can do the same. Today we are talking about IGA Munijoven Scholarship. Our guest has been a teacher at IGA for almost 5 years, teaching children, teenagers, adults, business program, and Munijoven Scholarship. Graduated as a bilingual secretary, interior designer, wife, mother of 3, must be exhausting. Although she is a woman worthy of admiration, and it is a pleasure for us to have her here today. Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Carla Urioste.
Thank you, girls. I feel honored being here. It's an honor for me. And I was glad to accept your invitation and talk a little bit about myself with you.
Yes, teacher, we are happy to have you here. So to start with the podcast, as students, we have learned many things because of teachers, but have you learned something from your students? Could you share with us your experience?
Yes, of course. This is something that I have always said, and this is something that I always tell my students, that teaching is always a two-way street. Not only I share with you my knowledge, but also I receive from you a lot of things. I have learned many life lessons, I would say. I always learn how to be a better person. I have learned also that every day is a different experience on teaching, even if you have everything planned, because you know that we have our plans, we prepare everything for our lessons, but sometimes everything change at the moment, so you need to you always are how can I say improvising. You need to be prepared to improvise, because as I said, even if you plan everything, something goes wrong and you need to improvise at the moment. So this is something really that happens to all teachers, but also I have learned to be empathic. Every student is a different world. Every student has a different life, different experiences. Their personalities are different. The way that they learn is different. So you need to be prepared to know each one of your students, and how to help them. I have learned about hard working. I know some of my students have jobs and families, and they study at university, they study in the Munijoven scholarship, that it's not easy. It's a super intensive course. So I admire I admire all of them because they teach me how to be hardworking too, how to be humble, how to be caring, you know. So there are a lot of things that I have learned with my students, and especially with the Munihoven program. It's something that it's rewarding for me, and I love it. I really enjoy teaching on this program.
Okay, teacher, and I don't know if you can name a student in a specific that have impacted you.
Okay, yes, I remember a student from the first semester this year. She told me that she was having a really bad time in her life at that moment. She was depressed, and a friend of hers enrolled her on the Munihoven program. She didn't know, but her friend wanted to help her, so she enrolled her in the program. And then they accepted her, and she was like, "What? I didn't enroll on this program," but she accepted the opportunity, and it changed her life. And she told me at the end of the course that the program changed her life. And this is another thing that I love about being a teacher, is that you have the power to change lives. You know, we always listen about superheroes and superpowers, but for teachers, this is our superpower. The power to change someone's life is really amazing. So I was so happy for her, of course, because she was a great student, and it changed her life. And she told me that, and I was really glad of being part of that change.
What a nice story. It's always good to help others, even though you don't realize you're helping others. You know, it's like maybe you inspire some people, and that's good. So, teacher, I have another question for you.
All right.
Which one would you say has been your biggest challenge as a teacher so far?
Well, definitely, I would say online teaching. The change
Mhm.
to online teaching was so hard for everyone, not only for students, also for teachers. Of course, when this pandemic started, we didn't know what we were going to do, how are we going to teach our students. All the process was so hard. We needed to, because before on the face-to-face lessons, we just, well, make our presentations, do our plans, and that was it. Then when we started the online lessons, we needed to record videos. So it was really something completely new for us. You felt so nervous when you were speaking on the video camera. So this was really, really hard, preparing all the video lessons, preparing all the material, worksheets, exercises, try to have an interactive lesson without being so interactive. You know, it's like you needed to come with new ideas on how to engage students to your lessons, because of course everybody was at home. Before we were in the face-to-face lessons, and then everybody was on a screen, and you can only see the names and some faces. So it was really, really hard. The whole process of the online teaching was extremely hard, exhausting. We were working almost 24 hours a day, preparing everything and uploading the material on Moodle, well, many things. So I think this has been the most challenging thing about my teaching experience, I would say. But now I'm grateful for it, because we, of course, we kept our jobs, but also we still have the tools to teach, right? To teach you, to keep teaching the students. So we need to be grateful for what we have, even though it's not like the best option. I am willing to go back to face-to-face classes, but we need to wait for our own safety. But I'm really grateful, and I feel more comfortable now with the online lessons. And well, let's see what will happen next year, right? But this is, I think, the most challenging thing on my teaching experience.
Okay, teacher. Well, emotionated, as you said before, that now you're working online and all that kind of things. Do you spend more time with your family?
Yes, I have the opportunity, yes, to spend more time with my family. Of course, we needed to adapt also to having all the family together, and everybody was working in different places. For example, my sons, because I have two sons, were working in the dining room, and my daughter was working in my room, and I am working in the living room. So it was really hard to adapt everything. But yes, of course, we spend more time with now we spend more time together, and well, it has been also a great experience. These are the good things about all this lockdown, being able to spend time with our families.
That sounds really nice. Okay, and finally, we want to know if would you mind give advice to people out there that want to become a teacher at IGA?
Oh, well, first of all, I will say that it's great working at IGA. It's a great experience working at IGA. The environment is really great. We have excellent trainers. We have excellent co-workers. Well, everything is really nice. I will say that you need to be passionate about it. I would advise that you have to be prepared to work 7 days a week, because even if you are not on for example, a Zoom session, you are always preparing, planning, looking for new topics. So, or you're grading your their speakings and their writings. So you're always working, always working. So be prepared, be prepared, because it's hard work. But also, as I mentioned, it's, for me, the most rewarding thing. I am glad that I made the choice of becoming a teacher, because it has been amazing. So I will totally recommend, if they would like to be teachers, that if that's something that you want, then go ahead, go for it.
So thank you so much for being here and for giving us your time. We are so grateful to you for accepting the invitation. Before we go, we would like to tell you that we loved the way you shared your experience and your knowledge that had been acquired during the years. We wish this podcast were of help for the new scholarship students, and thank you for watching and see you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, girls, for inviting me. It was a pleasure for me being here. And of course, I want to congratulate you. I know that you're almost there. So just hanging there, and you will be very proud of yourselves at the end of this course. And I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I know that you're gonna be great in your jobs or whatever you want to do after the scholarship.
Thank you,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.